Space, an endless abyss that knows no bounds. In its darkness, it hides thousands of satellites that record data in our daily lives. Expedition 16 is the name of our mission, a mission to spark interest towards space and satellite in the public.
We are Expedition 16, named in honor of the expedition that brought the first ever Malaysian, Datuk Dr. Sheikh Muzaffar Shukr, up into the International Space Station, also known as the ISS.
Hi, I'm Gaura Kishore.
Hello, I'm Adam Zakri.
My name is Akis Lagman, and one of the ways we're going to inspire these new young thinkers is by launching a satellite. Now, that may seem crazy, but no, you're not crazy. We are actually launching a Cansat. What's a Cansat? It's a can satellite, which is a satellite in the shape of a can, basically. And we are going to be launching on a high altitude balloon, if we make it, of course, and we'll be recording essential data and bringing space down to Earth for everyday people. Our satellite basically runs on three main mechanisms. One, our housing. Number two, the communication or comms. And the last one is our computer. Let's start with the computer. So the computer we're using in our satellite is the Arduino Nano. The Arduino Nano is a small, powerful little computer that, believe it or not, is more powerful than the computer that took us to the moon over 50 years ago. This Arduino Nano is kind of useless by itself. That's why we need communication. With using our 3R radio telemetry modules, we'll be able to connect the Arduino to our laptops and relay the data. And the third one, we're not just sending it bare into space like that. It will of course malfunction. That's why the third point we have is housing. So our housing is composed of three materials, which is PVC, plastic, and styrofoam.
The VMP280 sensor allows us to detect changes in altitude, temperature, humidity, as well as pressure. Besides that, the GPS system allows us to know our exact location by telling us our latitude and longitudinal positions. And last but not least, the 3DR telemetry unit allows us to transmit as well as receive data from our Cansat all the way to our laptops.
If you didn't know, our Arduino, or basically every Arduino, uses C++ language. Why does it use C++? Because it's one of the most versatile object-oriented programming languages. It allows us to code machines, code rockets, and believe it or not, is the one of the very few programming languages that help land a rocket again by itself. If you didn't know, it's a Falcon 9 by SpaceX, which you might 17 meters tall, while ours is a measly 15 centimeters, but it's still the same thing. Now, this all may seem promising, a little bit too promising. I mean, a satellite the size of a can. It sounds impossible. 50 years ago, it would be impossible, but now it's not. I mean, look at this video. When we received our parcel in the mail, 50 years ago, you'd be called crazy or insane for saying, I just received a satellite in my mail today. Well, this is proof that we're living in the future. So, it sounds too good to be true. So, does it even work? Well, see for yourself. Now that we know that it works, does it even work in space? Well, in space, there are very extreme temperature ranges ranging from, at the high end, 30 degrees Celsius, and at the low end, a chilly -50 centigrade. Now, fortunately, we live in Malaysia, so we can test that upper bound very easily. Now that we verified that it works in 30 degrees Celsius, does it work in extreme cold? Well, luckily, college students are known for liking this one treat called ice cream. And our school, luckily, has an ice cream freezer machine. And what do we use it for? To test a satellite, of course. So we just put the satellite in there and we verify whether it works.
The outer casing of our satellite is made from PVC. Why do we choose PVC? Because PVC will be able to withstand the extreme temperatures faced by the satellite up in the stratosphere. Well, the temperature is about -50 Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. I mean, wow, that's really cold. So, why do we use PVC? We use PVC because PVC will be able to protect the electronics in the satellite when it's falling from the stratosphere at a very high speed. This is because PVC is very strong and it will be able to protect all the electronics in it. Furthermore, we can also use PVC because PVC is extremely light. It will help us achieve our goal of creating a satellite that is less than 300 grams light. But not everything in our Cansat is made of PVC. We still use a little bit of plastic to keep the weight of the satellite a little bit down. Our satellite's thermal system uses styrofoam. Why do we use styrofoam? Styrofoam is used because styrofoam is an excellent heat insulator. This will help prevent our electronics from malfunctioning and keep it at a safe temperature. Furthermore, we use styrofoam because it will act as a cushion so that when the satellite is falling from the stratosphere, it will help reduce the impact and protect all the electronics in the satellite. I think the main question running around in all our minds is, can this satellite withstand the extreme temperatures up in space? Of course it can. As mentioned before, the satellite will have styrofoam. Styrofoam acts as a heat insulator that will help keep the heat of the satellite at a safe temperature for the electronics. Furthermore, we use PVC in our satellite. PVC will help maintain the temperature inside of the satellite, and also it will be able to withstand the extreme temperatures up in space. After all we've said, is our satellite even practical? Obviously, our satellite uses very cheap materials and has a very minimalistic cartridge design. This allows our satellite to be assembled and disassembled with ease.
With Expedition 16, we hope to inspire more young thinkers to be interested in space and astronomy as much as we do through these space missions. And with that, thank you for watching our video proposal. Goodbye everyone!